What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome back to another video, and today we're here to talk about some news that came out a little bit ago involving the Denver Broncos. Not the biggest of news, but I still wanted to cover it. Obviously a big Bronco fan here, but yeah, we found the news out that Ejiro Evero, the defensive coordinator of the Broncos last year, Ejiro Evero will not be returning to the team next year, as the Broncos has released him from his contract, and now he's basically he can go wherever the hell he wants to now. Like, he can go be a defensive coordinator somewhere else. I know a lot of teams have been interviewing him as a head coach candidate. I don't think he'll be a head coach personally. I think maybe in a couple of years. I don't think he's ready to be a head coach, but I think he's a good defensive coordinator. And I heard the Vikings are definitely interested in him. Maybe he goes to there's like the Panthers are interested, I think, as a DC. Maybe the Colts hire him as a head coach, but I'll be surprised about that. But yeah, a lot of teams have been interviewing Ejiro Evero, and it looks like he's not coming back to the Broncos. I'm okay with this. It sucks that he is a hell of a coach, man. First year coming to the Broncos, and he coached up a pretty damn good defense. But yeah, I understand it, man. Him and Nathaniel Hackett were good friends. He probably thinks that he shouldn't stay with his team. His best friend basically got fired. I know, rightfully so, but still. He probably wants to get a fresh start somewhere else, Evero. I mean, I can't blame him at this point, So, yeah, Evero's going to get a fresh start somewhere else. I heard the Vikings really are interested in him as a defensive coordinator. Maybe he goes to the Vikings or some other team, but I wish Evero the best of luck at his rest of his coaching career, obviously. But yeah, now I want to talk about some candidates for the Broncos' defensive coordinator job. Obviously, we hired Sean Payton as our new head coach. There's two candidates we have requested to interview for our defensive coordinator position. Obviously, the first one, Brian Flores. I know a lot of you guys are probably saying, what the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me? The same guy that tried to sue the Broncos and tried to sue the NFL. He claimed the Broncos did not take his interview seriously. That was John Elway and Joe Ellis. But it's different ownership now, different GM, so maybe he can reconsider that. It is a little weird, literally last year he tried suing the Broncos because he's claimed John Elway and Joe Ellis showed up to the interview drunk and hungover and did not care about his interview at all. But yeah, it's different ownership now, different management. I think maybe I would love to have Brian Flores as defensive coordinator personally. He failed as the head coach. Let's be real. He did fail as a head coach with the Dolphins, but I think he's a good defensive-minded, and I would love to have him as our DC personally. But the other guy I heard is the favorite. I don't really agree with this, but Sean Desai. He was the Bears defensive coordinator, I think before. He took over the Bears defense after Vic Fangio left for the Broncos, actually. And then I think he was fired by the Bears because the Bears defense fell off after Fangio left, obviously, but then I think he's on the Seahawks now. I think he's like a defensive assistant or something like that, or associate head coach, I think, for the Seahawks. But yeah, he's on the Seahawks right now. And I've seen some Seahawks fans say he's a pretty good up-and-coming coach. But I've seen some Bears fans told me this guy sucks ass. Like, I don't know who to believe. But yeah, the Broncos have two candidates coming up. They're going to be interviewing for our defensive coordinator position. Brian Flores and Sean Desai. Those are like the two names to watch out for our defensive coordinator opening. Obviously, Evero's gone. But yeah, who do you guys want to hire as defensive coordinator? Do you want Brian Flores? Do you want Sean Desai? Let me know down in the comment section below. And it's going to be interesting to see who Sean Payton brings in for his coaching staff in the next couple of days. I think his press conference is on Monday, so I'll definitely be watching that. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. And as always, go Broncos, and I'm out of here. Peace.